So, I'm going to be honest, there hasn't been a lot of time for video games this week.
Ooh.
But I do have one. And it's a big one.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Because it is a... It's not released yet. And it's not a... So it hasn't been released yet.
Yes.
It's also not in full release. It's not full frontal. No. Sorry. So,
Yes.
For those who know, will know. For those who don't know, we're going to talk about how certain things work. When two people know. So when a game is currently being tested, when it has a general online infrastructure, they will generally do some closed testing or some open testing or whatever. They'll do an alpha or a beta or anything like that. This weekend marks the opening of the closed beta session for a game that I've been incredibly excited about since it got announced this year.
Okay.
A PlayStation game, which meant that I had to unbox my PlayStation 5 for the first time.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
This game is developed by Arc System Works.
Right.
It is Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls.
Yes.
So I'm going to run through it, and I'm going to do something very fancy with the stream for those watching on twitch.tv/rapid reviews. We're going to switch the scene because I've been playing it. And I have also captured footage of it that you can now see.
Look at that!
Yeah.
I can't see it there, but I can.
No, you will be able to do later, or you can watch it. Yeah. So, So for those who are unsure about the game, it is the Marvel fighting game from Arc System Works that everyone thought might have been a Marvel vs. Capcom game, but it wasn't. It was an anime fighter, let's say. So it's a 4v4 tag fighter, which is a little bit inundating, I'm not going to lie. It's very... It is a lot, but it's actually a little bit more simplistic, but a lot more deep than you think it would be in that respect. So, the way it works, in the beta itself, there only was 6 characters on show, so you can see 2 of them currently on screen at the moment. So Doctor Doom, Star-Lord, Storm, Captain America, Iron Man, Miss Marvel, and... I think so. Anyway, so... Is the game audio a little bit loud? I didn't realise. Anyway, whatever, it's fine. I can't even hear it on my side anyway, so I didn't even know that was even a thing. But, let's see if I can try and... It doesn't matter. Whatever. So, yeah, there's 6 fighters available. You pick a team of 4, you have a point character, and then you have 3 assist characters. You can learn all 4 of the characters, but there is the ability to only use the other 3 characters as assist characters. So you can do whatever you like. So the vast majority of the time I actually was playing a few of the characters. My team mainly consisted of Captain America, Storm, Miss Marvel and Star-Lord. I quite liked them when I played them, and I tend to change around the characters that I was using quite a lot of the time as well. I mostly stick to Captain America for quite a lot of it. The way that it works is it's a 3-button attack fighter, so basically like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was, where you've got a light, medium and a heavy version of buttons. You also have a special action button which basically does like a special skill for each particular fighter. You also have an assist button, which each assist is programmed to either just a neutral button, the back, and X, or down and X. So obviously you have 3 other characters available, so you can do various inputs to get them pulled in. Unlike Marvel vs. Capcom series, you can call multiple assists at the same time. So you can have Storm come in, and then you can have Miss Marvel come in almost instantaneously with two different kinds of moves. But also, once the assist comes out, there is an option to hold the X button to change that character actively. So you can move, so while you're in a combo state, you can bring the character in for an assist and then change them over once their assist is hit to keep them in hit state, and you carry on the combo with that particular character. And you can do that multiple times so long as the assist is actually ready to use, which is indicated by the triangle display by your health bar. There is also, there's a dash button available to you as well, but there's also like various different combinations for super combos. So there's two levels of super combos. So you'll have a bar at the bottom which is fills to about 150%. So one level of super combo takes 50% and the other takes 100%. But there are special powered up moves which do take a little bit of the X power basically. So it's another one of those games where you have to balance out whether or not you're going to use special powered up moves a lot to extend combos, or whether or not you're going to go for raw damage in terms of super combos. The interesting thing is that actually the game starts out initially as a 2v2 fighter, and you have, there are certain ways that you have to enable the other two characters into your team. These can be given to you at the end of each round that you have lost. So it's actually like basically first of 3 rounds wins the game. So you can potentially have up to like 5 rounds basically. So if you lose a round, you'll get one of the characters given to you automatically. But there are states that mean that you can get those characters early. So if you go towards the edge of the screen, you do a series of attack combos which you use with the square button, and hit them into the next stage of the next phase of the stage. So each stage has 3 sections. There was only one stage playable, by the way, which is the so if you knock them into the next part of the stage, it calls your other assist available. So it meant that you could then get a numerical advantage by having 3v2. But then the other person also has the ability to also do the same. If so long as they can obviously hit the combo. This can be done on the ground, and it can also be done in the air. So if you hit them with a launcher and hit them with a combo towards the edge of the screen, it will hit them into that stage transition. Not gonna lie, this guy I was playing was absolutely ridiculously good with it. He was so good.
He's like totally kicking Miss Marvel.
Yeah, I was playing as Miss Marvel at this point. And this is where I'd only just started playing as her, so I'd only just started figuring out her moves. So it's a surprisingly more deep system. I also found out that whilst most characters have a lot of mobility, Miss Marvel is one of those that doesn't have a lot. She's the only character in the cast that doesn't have an air dash. So yeah, she doesn't have a dash, but she has a skill that means that she can dash around the screen unconventionally, as you can imagine. A character with stretchy limbs means that she can stick to you in that respect. So be like Spider-Man, a web swinging around the stage. So yeah.
Hi, Mike.
Hello, Mike. So yeah, it's a surprisingly more. It's an accessible game for those who are not very familiar with anime fighters, particularly. Obviously, this is very akin to an anime fighter like Dragon Ball FighterZ, or whatever you call it, or Guilty Gear, or BlazBlue. It's a little bit slower than something like Street Fighter, if that's what you're more used to. But I would say it's a lot more accessible because there's only a small amount of buttons, but there is an unbelievable amount of depth with the assist system and the combo system itself. Like, there's so much fluidity and so much like room for improvisation. So you can have like a little combo string and you can bring an assist to then extend, you can do loads of stuff with it. I was absolutely enamored with this game as I was playing it. I couldn't stop. I got to the point when Saturday morning where I was playing it. I was playing a game and I was getting out of it. And I was annoyed that I couldn't keep playing because it was one of those betas that was play tested for like 4 to 5 hours at a time, and then another session would open a few hours later. And I didn't have a lot of time to play this over the weekend, but the times I did, I managed to play it as much as I could, and I got 4 hours of this in total.
Wow!
I have to give a big shout out to a person as well, and this is not the footage of them, but you can go and find it now currently on the YouTube channel, Record Reviews UK, or Record Reviews, sorry. One of the writers, Big Temp Plays on YouTube, managed to join me in the lobby to play about an hour of games this morning, and it was great fun. So big shout out to Temp. He was only just learning the game, and I've been playing it a little bit more than him. So, but he held his own and he did really well. To be fair, we both really like fighting games, so we both agree that whilst it's not our usual kind of fighting game, we're actually finding stay ones. Visually, it's stunning. Like you can see it probably in the video itself if you're watching. It's a stunning looking game in motion. It runs absolutely flawlessly. I don't think there was any issues with netcode as well. Considering that this game is still very early, I was pleasantly surprised at how robust that netcode is. Like in the top of the screen, just above the health bar and the timer counter, there is an actual display there that says like how many frames of rollback you're currently having and what your ping is. And I only ever got a game that had no more than 2 frames of rollback and no more than like 40 ms, which is really decent for a closed beta. That is surprisingly good, and there were a lot of people playing this. Surprisingly for being how close it was, there was a lot on there who were enjoying this game. And I've seen people talking about how they absolutely love playing this. I wish it was out now. I'm not gonna lie, I want it to be out now, but I'm gonna have to wait until next year for it to come out, because this has now gone to the very top of my wish list for 2026, and probably will mean that I will have to buy a PS Plus subscription just to play it, because my god was I completely enamored with this, and I want to play so much more of it. So yeah, keep an eye out on Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls when it comes out for PS5 next year. I'm not sure if there's a PC release for it yet, but running on PlayStation's current live service state is. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a PC option, because on the lobby system it does enable crossplay, which I'm surprised because it's only PS5, but that clearly shows that they have the intention to probably bring this to PC at some point as well.
Right.
So, yeah, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. What a game. And whilst
It looks great.
it's incredible. The character design is absolutely ridiculously cool. Like Doom just looks so unbelievably anime, and so does Iron Man. Iron Man literally looks like a Gundam warrior, and he's like it looks so much more cool in person. I mean, Storm looks incredible, but so I might have played as Captain America quite a lot, but eventually towards the end of the time I started playing a bit of Star-Lord, and Star-Lord is cool, right? He's a really good zoning character. He does get beaten out by Doom quite a lot, because Doom is just a monster. He is absolutely significantly amazing in this game, like he is in pretty much everything. But after a while I started picking up Miss Marvel and Storm, and I really like both of those characters. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't even like Miss Marvel as a character from comics, but she plays so awesomely in this game. So I might end up mainly playing part of the game. But even Captain America, like Captain Judy, is One of the most boring characters in the cast, but even he is ridiculously cool. Like, he has a skill actually where he can throw out his shield, but so one of his normal skills is throwing it like across the screen, diagonally across the screen, like up to the screen. But when it comes back to you, if you press his skill, he can actually kick it infinitely. So you can just keep using it as a projectile as long as you want. It's really cool. This is unbelievable. Nana has just said that releasing it on PS5 and PC, so yeah, it is going to be on PC as well. That might sway my decision because I don't know, recommended stuff.
Right.
Yeah, believe you me, I'll be talking a hell of a lot more about this in 2026. So that's me for this week, and I'm going to switch our scene back. There we go.
Woo!
So yeah, please go and check out the YouTube video. It's about an hour's worth of beta footage that I took today.
Excellent.